And welcome again to Melissa Phillips 2-Minute Devotion. We are glad that, I'm glad that Chelsea is here with us today. And we've just been discussing some things about being newly married. So, Chelsea, give me a little bit of challenges that you have faced about being married. How long have you been married now?
We have been married almost 8 months.
8 months?
No, 9.
9 months.
9 months.
Better make sure you take care of that.
9 months.
And tell me a little bit about some of the challenges that you may be facing.
We faced where we just didn't think the same way, and we kind of looked at it I kind of looked at it more of like we're just living together rather than I need to submit to my husband. And because I knew I was submitting spiritually, but in other things that maybe he would want or that would make his life easier, I wasn't doing because I was like, well, I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm supposed to do because I'm very independent. So I have learned over the past 2 weeks that whenever I submit to him, it becomes so much easier with getting along, and we have so much more fun doing things.
I agree, because I think that was one of the hardest things for me whenever I became married, because as leaders, we tend to be very independent and maybe hard-headed sometimes. So I think when we look at our devotion for today, it all sums up as spending time with Jesus, right?
Yes.
And that's my phone. Spending time with Jesus and spending time in prayer and making sure that you read the Word, that you line up with what God wants you to line up. And both of you staying close to God and pursuing toward God.
Yes.
So do you have any other little tips you want to give us before we cut off?
Yes. It doesn't have to be how everybody says it has to be. You can make your marriage work how it works best for you and not how it works best for your mom and dad or your aunt and uncle or whoever else. Make it work for you.
Well, thank you, Chelsea, for being with me today.
No problem.
And be sure to check me out at www.melissaphillipsministries.com and also for relationship tips on Twitter.